Know about Mahatma Gandhi Freedom Through Nonviolence and Inspired for Global Change by Saurabh Singh Chauhan. Disclaimers and copyrights. While every precaution has been taken in the preparation of this book, the publisher and author assumes no responsibility for errors or omissions, or for damages resulting from the use of the information contained herein. Copyright 2023 Saurabh Singh Chauhan. All rights reserved. No part of this document may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form, or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or otherwise, without prior permission. Table of Contents. Introductions. Chapter 1 Early Life and Education. Chapter 2 The Journey to Becoming Mahatma. Chapter 3 Satyagraha, The Philosophy of Nonviolence. Chapter 4 The Salt March and Civil Disobedience. Chapter 5 Struggle for Social Equality. Chapter 6 Gandhi's Influence on Indian Society. Chapter 7 Leading India's Independence Movement. Chapter 8 Negotiations with British Authorities. Chapter 9 Imprisonment and Sacrifices. Chapter 10 Partition and Communal Harmony. Chapter 11 Advocacy for Self-Sufficiency and Village Industries. Chapter 12 Role in World War II and Quit India Movement. Chapter 13 Women's Empowerment and Gender Equality. Chapter 14 Final Fast and Road to Independence. Chapter 15 Legacy of Mahatma Gandhi. Chapter 16 Gandhi's Impact on Global Movements. Chapter 17 Lessons for Today's World. Chapter 18 Teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. Chapter 19 Personal and Spiritual Life. Chapter 20 Exploring Gandhi's Writing and Publications. Chapter 21 Most Important Events of His Life. Chapter 22 His Quotations. Chapter 23 Summary of all chapters. Chapter 24 Illustration or Images. Introduction. Dear reader, as we embark on a journey through the life and legacy of one of history's most extraordinary figures, Mahatma Gandhi. In this biographical exploration, we shall delve into the remarkable events, principles, and philosophies that shaped Gandhi's profound impact on India and the world. Mahatma Gandhi, lovingly referred to as the father of the nation in India, was a visionary leader whose principles of nonviolence, truth, and social justice transcended boundaries and inspired a global movement for change. His journey, marked by determination, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment, left an indelible mark on the pages of history. Early Life and Education Chapter 1 introduces us to the formative years of Gandhi, tracing his upbringing and education in Gujarat, India. We'll witness the seeds of his lifelong values taking root, and his early encounters with the inequalities that fueled his passion for justice. In the Journey to Becoming Mahatma, Chapter 2, we'll accompany Gandhi as he ventures to South Africa, where he developed his philosophy of Satyagraha, or nonviolent resistance. His experiences there laid the groundwork for his transformative role in India's struggle for freedom. Satyagraha, The Philosophy of Nonviolence Chapter 3 takes us deeper into Gandhi's belief in the power of nonviolent action as a force for change. We'll explore the principles that guided his approach and understand how he harnessed them to challenge oppressive regimes. The iconic Salt March and Civil Disobedience Chapter 4 offers a vivid portrayal of Gandhi's leadership during the salt tax protest, a turning point in India's fight for independence. His unwavering commitment to civil disobedience ignited a spark that resonated across the nation. Struggle for Social Equality, Chapter 5, delves into Gandhi's tireless efforts to eradicate untouchability and uplift the marginalized. His advocacy for social reform underscored his commitment to equality and justice for all. Gandhi's profound influence on Indian society, Chapter 6, is the focal point of our next chapter. We'll examine how his teachings and actions inspired transformative changes in various facets of society, leaving an indomitable legacy. In Leading India's Independence Movement, Chapter 7, as we follow Gandhi's pivotal role in galvanizing the masses and spearheading the struggle against British colonial rule. His ability to unite diverse communities was a testament to his visionary leadership. Negotiations with British Authorities, Chapter 8, offers insights into Gandhi's diplomatic efforts to engage with the British and his unwavering resolve to secure India's freedom through peaceful means. Chapter 9, Imprisonment and Sacrifices, sheds light on the personal costs Gandhi bore for his convictions, enduring imprisonment and personal hardship while remaining resolute in his pursuit of justice. In A Nation Grappling with Division, Partition and Communal Harmony, Chapter 10, explores Gandhi's endeavors to foster unity and harmony among diverse communities during a tumultuous period. Advocacy for Self-Sufficiency and Village Industries, Chapter 11, reveals Gandhi's vision for economic independence and self-reliance, emphasizing the importance of rural industries and sustainable living. As global conflict looms, Chapter 12, Role in World War II and Quit India Movement, chronicles Gandhi's response to World War II and his call for the British to quit India, leading the nation towards its ultimate goal. Gandhi's commitment to women's empowerment and gender equality, Chapter 13, unfolds as we explore his advocacy for women's rights and his belief in their integral role in shaping society. Final Fast and Road to Independence, Chapter 14, encapsulates Gandhi's unyielding determination, culminating in his hunger strikes and the eventual attainment of India's long-awaited independence. In Legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, Chapter 15, we'll examine how Gandhi's teachings and principles continue to resonate, shaping movements and inspiring leaders worldwide. Gandhi's Impact on Global Movements, Chapter 16, delves into the far-reaching influence of Gandhi's philosophy on various struggles for justice and equality beyond India's borders. Lessons for Today's World, Chapter 17, reflects on the enduring relevance of Gandhi's teachings in our contemporary challenges, offering insights for creating positive change. Teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, Chapter 18, gathers key principles and quotes that encapsulate Gandhi's wisdom and philosophy, serving as guiding beacons for generations to come. Personal and Spiritual Life, Chapter 19, offers a glimpse into the inner world of Gandhi, exploring his spiritual practices and personal beliefs that underpinned his public endeavors. Exploring Gandhi's Writing and Publications, Chapter 20, invites us to delve into Gandhi's prolific writings, revealing his thoughts, ideas, and vision for a better world. Throughout the book, Most Important Events of His Life, Chapter 21, serves as a chronological guide to key milestones in Gandhi's transformative journey. In his quotations, Chapter 22, we compile a selection of Gandhi's most powerful and insightful quotes, providing a glimpse into his profound wisdom. Summary of Chapter Wise, Chapter 23 offers concise recaps of each chapter, reinforcing the key takeaways from Gandhi's life story. Lastly, Illustration or Images, Chapter 24, presents a visual montage of photographs and illustrations that enhance our understanding of the remarkable events and people that shaped Gandhi's life. Let's end this captivating odyssey through the life, ideals, and impact of Mahatma Gandhi, as we uncover the threads that wove his legacy into the tapestry of history. Chapter 1. Early Life and Education. Mahatma Gandhi's journey began in the quiet corners of Porbandar, a coastal town in Gujarat, India, on October 2, 1869. Born to Karamchand Gandhi, father, and Putlabai, mother, he was named Mohandas at birth. Little did the world know that this unassuming child would one day become a beacon of hope and a guiding light for millions. Gandhi's childhood was marked by simplicity and values. His father, Karamchand, served as the Dewan, chief minister of Porbandar and later Raikat, exposing young Mohandas to the intricacies of governance and leadership. His mother, Putlabai, instilled in him a deep sense of spirituality and compassion. Education played a pivotal role in shaping Gandhi's early years. He was a diligent and inquisitive student, although he found the formal education system confining. His family's values, rooted in Hinduism, Jainism, and Vaishnavism, deeply influenced his worldview and moral compass. At the age of 19, Gandhi set sail for London to study law, a journey that would transform his outlook on life. In England, he confronted the stark realities of racial prejudice and discrimination. These experiences laid the foundation for his later advocacy against injustice and inequality. Upon returning to India, Gandhi struggled to establish a law practice, but his life took an unexpected turn when he accepted a job in South Africa. It was here, amidst the rampant racial discrimination against Indians, that he began to develop his philosophy of satyagraha, truth force, and nonviolent resistance. Gandhi's early life and education sowed the seeds of his commitment to truth, justice, and equality. The lessons he imbibed from his parents, his academic pursuits, and his experiences in different parts of the world converged to shape his unwavering resolve to bring about positive change. In the following chapters, we will explore how these formative years laid the groundwork for Gandhi's remarkable journey, a journey that would inspire a nation to rise against oppression and ignite a flame of freedom that would illuminate the world. We journey deeper into the life of this young Mohandas, tracing the threads that wove the tapestry of his character and set the stage for his transformative impact on India and the world. Chapter 2. The Journey to Becoming Mahatma. The path that led Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi to the exalted title of Mahatma, the Great Soul, was a transformative odyssey, marked by trials, self-discovery, and an unwavering commitment to truth and justice. As we delve into this chapter, we shall unravel the profound experiences and pivotal moments that sculpted the Mahatma's character and philosophy. Gandhi's sojourn in South Africa emerged as a crucible of change. At the age of 24, he embarked on a professional venture that would eventually catalyze his evolution into a global icon of nonviolent resistance. In South Africa, Gandhi encountered a society rife with racial prejudice and discrimination against Indians. This blatant injustice ignited a fire within him, compelling him to become a voice for the marginalized and oppressed. It was during his time in South Africa that Gandhi's philosophy of satyagraha, truth force, began to take shape. Rooted in his deep conviction that nonviolence could be a potent force for change, Gandhi embarked on a series of civil rights campaigns to challenge unjust laws and discriminatory practices. Through strikes, protests, and acts of civil disobedience, he galvanized the Indian community and embarked on a journey that would leave an indelible mark on the world. The naming of Gandhi as Mahatma by Rabindranath Tagore was not just a mere title, it was a recognition of the transformation that had taken place within him. The term Mahatma symbolized a soul elevated to greatness through dedication to higher principles and selfless service to humanity. Gandhi's transformation went beyond the political realm. It was deeply spiritual and philosophical. He delved into religious texts, engaged in self-reflection, and embraced a life of simplicity and self-discipline. His ascetic practices and commitment to leading a life of minimal material possessions served as a profound example of his dedication to his ideals. As we navigate through Gandhi's journey to becoming Mahatma, we shall encounter moments of personal struggle and triumph. We will witness his profound ability to channel adversity into strength and adversity into change. From the inception of his philosophy of nonviolence to his emergence as a charismatic leader, every step was a testament to his unwavering belief in the power of truth and compassion. Gandhi's journey to becoming Mahatma was not without challenges. He faced opposition from within and outside his community. Critics questioned his methods, and his resolve was tested by setbacks and obstacles. Yet, his commitment to his principles remained unshaken. His ability to navigate these challenges with resilience and grace is a testament to his inner strength and unwavering dedication. By the time Gandhi returned to India in 1915, he had already begun to inspire change on an international scale. His experiences in South Africa had equipped him with the tools to mobilize masses, harness the power of nonviolence, and challenge the mightiest of oppressors. In the chapters that follow, we will delve deeper into the facets of Gandhi's philosophy and leadership. We will witness the unfolding of Satyagraha, the Salt March, his efforts to bridge communal divides, and his enduring impact on the struggle for India's independence. Chapter 3. Satyagraha, the Philosophy of Nonviolence. In the crucible of oppression and injustice, Mahatma Gandhi forged a revolutionary philosophy that would not only shape his own destiny, but also ignite a global movement for change. This chapter delves into the heart of Gandhi's transformative concept, Satyagraha, a philosophy of nonviolent resistance that would become his guiding light and a beacon of hope for the downtrodden. The term Satyagraha derives from two Sanskrit words, satya, meaning truth, and agraha, meaning insistence or holding firmly. At its core, Satyagraha embodied the profound belief that truth and non-violence possess an inherent power to conquer injustice and oppression. This philosophy was more than a passive form of resistance, it was a dynamic force that required immense courage, inner strength, and a steadfast commitment to principles. Gandhi's exploration of Satyagraha began during his formative years in South Africa, where he witnessed the dehumanizing treatment of Indians. He recognized that passive acceptance of injustice was not the answer. A proactive and moral response was needed. Satyagraha was born out of the realization that nonviolence could serve as a potent weapon to challenge oppressive systems and effect lasting change. Key to the philosophy was the principle of ahimsa, or nonviolence. Gandhi believed that violence only perpetuated a cycle of hatred and suffering. He saw nonviolence as a way to resist tyranny, while simultaneously transforming oppressors through the power of compassion and empathy. Satyagraha was not a one-size-fits-all approach. Gandhi adapted its principles to various situations, customizing his strategies to fit the context. Strikes, boycotts, civil disobedience, and fasting were all tools in his arsenal, each deployed strategically to achieve specific goals. His ability to harness these techniques while adhering to nonviolence demonstrated his astute understanding of human psychology and social dynamics. One of the most iconic manifestations of Satyagraha was the Salt March, a 240-mile, 387 km journey undertaken by Gandhi and his followers to protest the British salt tax. This act of nonviolent resistance not only shook the foundations of British rule, but also inspired a nation to unite against oppression. Satyagraha was not confined to political battles alone. It permeated every aspect of life. Gandhi championed the idea that nonviolence should extend to personal relationships, social interactions, and economic activities. He believed that true change could only occur when individuals embraced nonviolence in their thoughts, words, and deeds. Through Satyagraha, Gandhi sought to awaken the moral consciousness of both the oppressed and the oppressors. He believed that by demonstrating the power of love, compassion, and nonviolence, he could dismantle the walls of injustice and bring about a more just and harmonious world. As we journey through this chapter, we will explore the intricacies of Satyagraha, its philosophical underpinnings, and its practical applications. We will witness how this philosophy empowered ordinary individuals to stand up against the mightiest of powers and paved the way for India's march towards freedom. We unravel the profound depths of Satyagraha, a philosophy that not only defined Gandhi's legacy, but also continues to resonate as a timeless message of hope and transformation in an often tumultuous world. Chapter 4. The Salt March and Civil Disobedience. In the annals of history, few events stand as resolute testaments to the power of nonviolent resistance as the Salt March, a remarkable chapter in Mahatma Gandhi's journey towards India's liberation. This chapter chronicles the audacious undertaking of the Salt Dandi March and the broader strategy of civil disobedience, which shook the foundations of British colonial rule and ignited a spark of defiance that would sweep across the subcontinent. Gandhi's pursuit of truth and justice led him to embark on the Salt March in 1930, a 240-mile, 387 km pilgrimage from Sabarmati Ashram to the coastal town of Dandi, Gujarat. At its heart, the march was a protest against the oppressive British salt tax, which had burdened the Indian populace for decades. This seemingly mundane commodity became a symbol of colonial exploitation, and Gandhi's decision to challenge it through non-violent means would change the course of history. The Salt March was not a mere act of defiance, it was a strategic campaign meticulously designed to galvanize public sentiment and expose the injustice of British rule. Gandhi, along with a group of dedicated followers, walked for 24 days, engaging with ordinary villagers and garnering widespread support along the way. The march culminated with the symbolic act of defying the salt laws, as Gandhi stooped to pick up a handful of salt from the shores of Dandi, an act that echoed the aspirations of millions. Civil disobedience, as espoused by Gandhi, was the backbone of the Salt March and the broader struggle for India's freedom. It was a calculated form of non-cooperation with unjust laws and systems. By willingly accepting the consequences of their actions, whether it be imprisonment, beatings, or other forms of repression, Gandhi and his followers sought to expose the inherent brutality of British rule and create a moral awakening among both Indians and the international community. The Salt March and civil disobedience were not limited to a single event. They were part of a larger strategy aimed at eroding the foundations of British authority. The refusal to buy British-made goods, the non-cooperation with British institutions, and the establishment of parallel institutions showcased the resilience and determination of a nation yearning for freedom. The impact of the Salt March reverberated far beyond India's shores. It captured the world's attention and garnered support from international communities, shining a spotlight on the brutality of colonial rule. Gandhi's steadfast commitment to nonviolence in the face of adversity struck a chord with people across the globe, inspiring solidarity and fostering a growing sense of global consciousness. As we delve into this chapter, we will witness the forever of the Salt March, the indomitable spirit of the marchers, and the profound impact of civil disobedience as a transformative tool for change. We will explore the sacrifices, the courage, and the unyielding determination that breathed life into this remarkable period of India's struggle for liberation. Chapter 5. Struggle for Social Equality. Mahatma Gandhi's quest for freedom went beyond political independence. It encompassed a profound struggle for social equality and justice. In this chapter, we delve into Gandhi's unwavering dedication to eradicating social inequalities, his fervent fight against the caste system, and his vision for a society built on the principles of compassion, dignity, and unity. From the very outset of his activism, Gandhi recognized that India's path to true liberation required confronting deeply entrenched social injustices. The caste system, a hierarchical and discriminatory social structure, had plagued Indian society for centuries, relegating millions to lives of oppression and humiliation. Gandhi saw the eradication of this system as integral to the nation's progress. Gandhi's efforts to uplift the untouchables, or Dalits, were emblematic of his commitment to social equality. He termed them Harijans, meaning children of God, seeking to restore their human dignity and challenge the discriminatory practices that had relegated them to the margins of society. Through various initiatives, Gandhi worked tirelessly to integrate Harijans into mainstream society, advocating for equal rights, access to education, and opportunities for economic empowerment. The broader struggle for social equality extended beyond the caste system. Gandhi championed the cause of women's rights, recognizing that the empowerment of women was essential for the progress of the nation. He advocated for gender equality in education, economic opportunities, and political participation, laying the groundwork for a more inclusive and just society. Gandhi's commitment to social equality was not confined to rhetoric, it was reflected in his actions. He himself lived a life of simplicity and renunciation, eschewing material comforts and embracing a lifestyle that was accessible to all. His emphasis on self-sufficiency, village industries, and sustainable living aimed to uplift the masses and bridge the gap between the privileged and the underprivileged. The struggle for social equality was not without challenges. Gandhi faced opposition from conservative elements within society who were resistant to change. Yet he remained steadfast in his conviction, often employing methods of nonviolent resistance to break down barriers and challenge discriminatory practices. The Salt March and civil disobedience campaigns, which we explored in previous chapters, also had a significant impact on the struggle for social equality. These movements brought people from diverse backgrounds together, transcending caste and class divisions and fostering a sense of unity among Indians. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness Gandhi's tireless efforts to dismantle the caste system, his advocacy for women's rights, and his vision for a society where every individual, regardless of their background, could live with dignity and respect. We will explore how his principles of nonviolence and truth were harnessed to bring about lasting social change, and how his legacy continues to inspire movements for social justice around the world. As we uncover the intricacies of Gandhi's struggle for social equality, a battle that went beyond political boundaries to touch the very essence of humanity's potential for compassion and transformation. Chapter 6. Gandhi's Influence on Indian Society. The impact of Mahatma Gandhi on Indian society transcends mere political change. It encompasses a profound cultural and social transformation that continues to reverberate to this day. In this chapter, we delve into the multifaceted ways in which Gandhi's teachings, principles, and actions shaped the very fabric of Indian society, leaving an indelible mark on its values, aspirations, and collective consciousness. Gandhi's arrival on the Indian political scene in the early 20th century heralded a new era of activism and resistance. However, his influence extended far beyond the realm of politics. He ignited a spirit of self-belief and empowerment among the masses, rekindling a sense of pride in Indian heritage and culture that had been eroded by centuries of colonial rule. One of Gandhi's most profound contributions was in redefining the nature of leadership itself. He advocated for a decentralization of power, encouraging individuals to take charge of their own destinies and contribute to their communities. This ethos of Sarvodaya, or the welfare of all, inspired a grassroots movement that sought to uplift the marginalized and empower the voiceless. Gandhi's emphasis on self-sufficiency and the promotion of village industries struck at the heart of economic disparities. By advocating for a return to indigenous and sustainable practices, he aimed to create a more equitable distribution of wealth and resources. This vision resonated deeply with rural communities and catalyzed a shift towards local economic development. Perhaps one of Gandhi's most enduring legacies is his role in uniting a diverse and often divided society. He sought to bridge communal divides, advocating for religious harmony and coexistence. His efforts during times of communal tension helped prevent violence and foster understanding among different religious and ethnic groups. The impact of Gandhi's influence on Indian society was also evident in the realm of education. He championed a holistic approach to education that emphasized character development, ethical values, and practical skills. His promotion of Nai Talim, or basic education, aimed to equip individuals with the tools they needed not only for economic success, but also for personal and spiritual growth. Gandhi's teachings on nonviolence, or ahimsa, found resonance not only in the political arena but also in everyday life. His emphasis on resolving conflicts through peaceful means, fostering compassion, and practicing empathy had a profound influence on interpersonal relationships and family dynamics. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness the far-reaching impact of Gandhi's teachings on Indian society, a transformation that extended beyond the struggle for political freedom to encompass a broader ethos of social justice, cultural revival, and individual empowerment. We will explore how his principles continue to inspire individuals and movements that seek to create a more just and harmonious world, and delve into the transformative force that Gandhi exerted on Indian society, igniting a collective awakening and nurturing a sense of responsibility towards building a more equitable and compassionate nation. Chapter 7. Leading India's Independence Movement. Mahatma Gandhi's leadership during India's struggle for independence is a testament to the power of determination, vision, and unwavering commitment. In this chapter, we delve into Gandhi's pivotal role as the guiding force behind the movement that would ultimately lead to the liberation of a nation and the birth of a new era. As the 20th century dawned, India found itself under the yoke of British colonial rule. The oppressive policies, economic exploitation, and cultural subjugation had ignited a fervent desire for freedom among the Indian populace. Gandhi, with his philosophy of nonviolent resistance, emerged as a beacon of hope and a catalyst for change. Gandhi's leadership style was unique and deeply rooted in his principles. He believed in leading by example, embodying the ideals he espoused. His simple lifestyle, humility, and willingness to endure personal sacrifices endeared him to the masses and transformed him into a symbol of selfless service and integrity. One of the defining moments of Gandhi's leadership was the launch of the non-cooperation movement in 1920. This movement called for Indians to withdraw their support from British institutions, boycotting foreign goods and refusing to cooperate with the colonial administration. The movement marked a turning point in India's fight for independence, as millions rallied behind Gandhi's call for civil disobedience and non-violent protest. The subsequent civil disobedience movement, which we explored in earlier chapters, further galvanized the nation and brought the struggle to the forefront of international attention. Gandhi's strategic campaigns, including the Salt March, showcased his ability to mobilize the masses and challenge the might of the British Empire. Gandhi's leadership extended beyond political maneuvering. He was also deeply invested in social and economic reform. He advocated for the upliftment of the untouchables, promoted gender equality, and championed the cause of rural self-sufficiency. His vision of a self-reliant and harmonious society served as a guiding light for the movement. Gandhi's ability to unify diverse communities was a hallmark of his leadership. He bridged religious, linguistic, and cultural divides, galvanizing people from all walks of life to stand united in the pursuit of a common goal. His emphasis on communal harmony and nonviolence helped prevent conflicts that could have derailed the movement. The Quit India movement of 1942 marked a turning point in India's struggle, as Gandhi issued a clarion call for the British to leave the country. Despite facing severe repression and imprisonment, his unwavering commitment to nonviolence remained unshaken. His ability to endure personal hardships and remain steadfast in the face of adversity inspired a sense of resilience and determination among the masses. As we journey through this chapter, we will witness Gandhi's extraordinary leadership in action, a leadership that transcended individual charisma to become a guiding force for a nation yearning for freedom. We will explore how his principles of truth, nonviolence, and self-sacrifice paved the way for a historic transformation, and how his legacy continues to inspire leaders and movements worldwide and unravel the story of Gandhi's leadership during India's independence movement, a leadership that embodied the very spirit of courage, conviction, and sacrifice that fueled the quest for a free and sovereign nation. Chapter 8. Negotiations with British authorities. Mahatma Gandhi's journey towards India's independence was not solely defined by protests and civil disobedience. It also encompassed strategic negotiations with the British authorities. In this chapter, we explore Gandhi's skillful diplomatic efforts, his ability to engage in dialogue with the colonial rulers, and his pursuit of peaceful means to achieve India's aspirations for self-determination. Gandhi's approach to negotiations was deeply rooted in his philosophy of nonviolence and truth. He believed that dialogue and understanding could be potent tools for change, alongside direct action. His aim was to create a platform for dialogue that could lead to a peaceful resolution of the complex issues surrounding India's future. The Round Table Conferences of 1930 to 1932 marked a significant phase in Gandhi's negotiations with the British authorities. These conferences provided an opportunity for Indian leaders to engage in discussions about constitutional reforms and the future of India. While these talks ultimately faced challenges and did not yield immediate results, they demonstrated Gandhi's willingness to explore diplomatic channels. The Gandhi-Irwin Pact of 1931 stands as a testament to Gandhi's ability to find common ground with the British. Negotiated with Lord Irwin, the Viceroy of India at the time, the pact led to the suspension of civil disobedience and the release of political prisoners. While not a comprehensive solution, the pact showcased Gandhi's strategic approach and his willingness to seize opportunities for progress. The Quit India Resolution of 1942 marked another pivotal moment in Gandhi's negotiations. In his do-or-die call, Gandhi urged the British to leave India immediately. While this movement was marked by repression and arrests, it demonstrated Gandhi's determination to use negotiations as a means of applying pressure on the colonial authorities. Throughout these negotiations, Gandhi maintained his commitment to nonviolence and his unwavering belief in the power of truth. He demonstrated remarkable patience and resilience, willing to endure setbacks and challenges in the pursuit of a just and peaceful resolution. Gandhi's negotiations were not without criticism and opposition, both from within his own ranks and from other leaders who advocated more confrontational approaches. However, his ability to balance the demands of direct action with the possibilities of dialogue showcased his nuanced understanding of political strategy. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness Gandhi's strategic negotiations with the British authorities, a dimension of his leadership that often goes beyond the spotlight of protest and activism. We will explore his efforts to find common ground, his willingness to engage in dialogue, and his pursuit of peaceful avenues to secure India's freedom, and uncover the intricacies of Gandhi's negotiations with the British authorities, a chapter that sheds light on his tactical acumen, his commitment to nonviolence, and his belief that even in the midst of struggle, peaceful dialogue can hold the potential for transformation. Chapter 9. Imprisonment and Sacrifices. Mahatma Gandhi's unwavering commitment to India's freedom came at a profound personal cost, marked by numerous imprisonments and sacrifices. In this chapter, we delve into the periods of incarceration that punctuated Gandhi's journey, the sacrifices he willingly made, and the enduring impact of his selflessness on the struggle for independence. Gandhi's belief in nonviolent resistance often led him to the path of civil disobedience, a course of action that frequently resulted in his arrest. His first taste of imprisonment came during the non-cooperation movement of 1920 to 1922, when he and thousands of followers faced incarceration for their refusal to cooperate with the British authorities. These arrests marked the beginning of a pattern that would recur throughout his life. Far from being disheartened by imprisonment, Gandhi viewed it as an opportunity to further his cause. He transformed prison cells into centers of learning and reflection, using his time behind bars to engage in self-study, writing, and meditation. His ability to maintain a sense of purpose and discipline, even in the harshest of conditions, was a testament to his inner strength. Perhaps one of the most iconic instances of sacrifice was Gandhi's fasting. He employed fasting not as a means of coercion, but as a form of moral pressure to inspire change. His fasts were powerful tools of nonviolent protest, often compelling both his supporters and adversaries to reevaluate their positions and take steps towards reconciliation. The Salt Satyagraha of 1930 saw Gandhi and many others imprisoned for their participation in the Salt March and civil disobedience. This period of incarceration brought international attention to the struggle for Indian independence and intensified the pressure on the British authorities to address the demands of the Indian people. Gandhi's sacrifices were not limited to physical hardships. He was also willing to confront personal challenges within his own life. His commitment to truth led him to undertake brahmacharya, a vow of celibacy, which he believed was essential for his spiritual and moral growth. This personal sacrifice was a reflection of his belief in aligning his actions with his principles. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness Gandhi's periods of imprisonment and the sacrifices he willingly embraced for the greater good. We will explore how his resilience in the face of adversity inspired others to remain steadfast in their commitment to the cause. His sacrifices served as a rallying cry for the nation, reinforcing the idea that true freedom required personal sacrifice and unwavering dedication, and uncover the profound sacrifices made by Gandhi, sacrifices that exemplify his unshakable determination, his willingness to endure personal hardships, and his belief that the path to liberation often demands selflessness and profound commitment. Chapter 10. Partition and Communal Harmony. The journey towards India's independence was marked by both moments of triumph and moments of heart-wrenching tragedy. In this chapter, we explore the tumultuous period of partition and the subsequent efforts of Mahatma Gandhi to foster communal harmony and heal the wounds of a divided nation. As the struggle for independence gained momentum, the question of India's future took center stage. The demand for a separate Muslim state, Pakistan, gained prominence, leading to the partition of the subcontinent in 1947. The partition was accompanied by widespread violence, displacement, and loss of life, leaving scars that would shape the destiny of India and Pakistan. Gandhi, deeply pained by the violence and bloodshed, embarked on a mission of reconciliation and healing. He believed that the communal divide could be bridged through dialogue, empathy, and a shared commitment to nonviolence. His efforts to bring Hindus and Muslims together were exemplified by his fasts unto death, a powerful tool of moral pressure that he used to compel both communities to renounce violence and embrace peace. The Noakhali March of 1946, during which Gandhi lived in a Muslim-majority area to promote communal harmony, stands as a poignant example of his commitment to unity. Despite facing challenges and opposition, he persevered in his efforts to build bridges and restore trust among communities torn apart by partition. Gandhi's vision for India transcended religious and communal boundaries. He saw India as a tapestry of diverse cultures and traditions, where mutual respect and understanding were key to a harmonious coexistence. His emphasis on the Sarvodaya principle, which advocated for the welfare of all, aimed to create a society where every individual, regardless of their background, could thrive. The assassination of Mahatma Gandhi in 1948 was a tragic event that sent shockwaves through the nation. While his physical presence was no longer, his legacy continued to inspire efforts towards communal harmony and peaceful coexistence. Leaders and activists across India carried forward his vision, working tirelessly to mend the social fabric and prevent further outbreaks of violence. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness the complexities of partition, the challenges of communal tensions, and Gandhi's steadfast commitment to healing a wounded nation. We will explore how his teachings on nonviolence, truth, and unity served as a guiding light, even in the darkest moments of India's history, and uncover the chapter of partition and communal harmony, a chapter that reflects both the pain of division and the enduring hope for a united and harmonious India, a hope that was kindled and kept alive by the unwavering spirit of Mahatma Gandhi. Chapter 11. Advocacy for Self-Sufficiency and Village Industries. Mahatma Gandhi's vision for an independent India extended beyond political freedom. It encompassed a profound economic transformation rooted in self-sufficiency and empowerment. In this chapter, we delve into Gandhi's advocacy for rural revitalization, his promotion of village industries, and his belief in the inherent dignity of labor. Gandhi envisioned an India where economic power was decentralized and communities were self-reliant. He believed that true progress could only be achieved when the economic well-being of the masses was prioritized. To this end, he championed the revival of traditional village industries, which he believed would uplift the rural population and provide meaningful employment. Central to Gandhi's philosophy was the concept of sarvodaya, or the welfare of all. He recognized that the rapid industrialization and urbanization of India could exacerbate social and economic disparities. By advocating for self-sufficiency at the village level, Gandhi aimed to ensure that the benefits of development reached every corner of the nation. Gandhi's advocacy for village industries went hand in hand with his emphasis on Swadeshi, the use of locally made goods. He believed that by supporting indigenous industries, India could break free from the economic shackles of colonial rule. The spinning wheel, or charkha, became a symbol of self-sufficiency and resistance, encapsulating Gandhi's vision of economic empowerment. The All India Village Industries Association, founded by Gandhi in 1934, aimed to promote and develop various cottage industries such as handloom weaving, pottery, and khadi production. These industries not only provided employment opportunities, but also celebrated India's rich cultural heritage and traditions. Gandhi's advocacy for self-sufficiency extended to agriculture as well. He believed in the importance of sustainable farming practices, advocating for the use of organic methods and the empowerment of farmers. His concept of Gram Swaraj, or village self-governance, emphasized the need for local communities to have control over their own resources and decision-making. The impact of Gandhi's advocacy for self-sufficiency was evident in the transformative changes that took place in rural communities. By empowering individuals with the tools and skills to engage in productive and meaningful work, he helped restore a sense of dignity and pride that had been eroded by centuries of exploitation. As we journey through this chapter, we will witness Gandhi's unwavering commitment to economic empowerment and self-sufficiency. We will explore how his vision for village industries and sustainable living continues to resonate in today's world, inspiring movements for local economic development and environmental sustainability, and we uncover the chapter of Gandhi's advocacy for self-sufficiency and village industries, a chapter that reflects his profound understanding of the interplay between economics, social well-being, and the inherent dignity of labor. Chapter 12. Role in World War II and Quit India Movement. Mahatma Gandhi's leadership during World War II and the Quit India Movement marked a critical juncture in India's struggle for independence. In this chapter, we explore Gandhi's nuanced approach towards the war, his strategic involvement, and the monumental Quit India movement that galvanized the nation's resolve for freedom. As World War II engulfed the globe, India found itself in a complex position. The British colonial rulers dragged India into the war without the consent of its people. Gandhi, while advocating for India's immediate withdrawal from the war, also recognized the opportunity to leverage the situation for India's benefit. Gandhi launched the Quit India movement in 1942, calling for the British to leave India immediately. This movement marked a turning point, as it signaled a shift from negotiation to a more confrontational approach. The call to do or die resonated across the nation, and millions rallied behind Gandhi's call for nonviolent resistance and civil disobedience. The Quit India movement led to mass protests, strikes, and demonstrations across the country. Despite facing severe repression and arrests, the movement demonstrated the indomitable spirit of the Indian people and their unwavering commitment to freedom. Gandhi's strategic decision to escalate the struggle played a significant role in pushing the British colonial authorities to the negotiating table. Gandhi's approach during World War II was a delicate balancing act between asserting India's rights and collaborating with the British when it served India's interests. His individual Satyagraha campaign in 1940, which called upon individuals to protest for their rights, showcased his ability to engage in limited confrontation while keeping the door open for dialogue. The Cripps Mission of 1942, which aimed to secure Indian support for the war effort in exchange for future self-governance, ended in failure. Gandhi's skepticism about the British intentions and his unwavering commitment to full independence led him to reject the proposals, reinforcing his conviction that India's freedom was non-negotiable. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness Gandhi's strategic navigation of India's role in World War II and his bold leadership during the Quit India movement. We will explore how his decisions and actions during this pivotal period shaped the trajectory of the independence struggle and brought India closer to its long-cherished goal, and we uncover the complexities of Gandhi's role in World War II and the Quit India movement, a chapter that reflects his strategic acumen, his unwavering resolve, and his ability to harness the collective strength of a nation in the pursuit of freedom. Chapter 13. Women's Empowerment and Gender Equality. Mahatma Gandhi's vision for a free and just India went beyond political boundaries. It encompassed a fervent commitment to women's empowerment and gender equality. In this chapter, we delve into Gandhi's advocacy for women's rights, his efforts to challenge societal norms, and his unwavering belief in the equality of all individuals. Gandhi recognized that the empowerment of women was essential for the progress of the nation. He believed that women, who constituted half of India's population, should be active participants in the struggle for independence and in the building of a new India. His vision extended beyond political rights. It encompassed social, economic, and personal empowerment. Gandhi's advocacy for women's rights was exemplified by his emphasis on education. He believed that education was the key to liberating women from the shackles of tradition and patriarchy. He urged women to seek education and acquire knowledge, enabling them to make informed decisions and participate fully in all spheres of life. The Women's Satyagraha of 1930, which saw women across India participate in civil disobedience and protests, marked a significant moment in the struggle for gender equality. Gandhi believed that women's involvement in the Satyagraha would not only amplify their voices, but also challenge societal norms and demonstrate their capacity for leadership. Gandhi's advocacy for gender equality extended to his personal life as well. He was a strong proponent of equal rights within his own family, sharing domestic responsibilities and encouraging his wife, Kasturba Gandhi, to be an active participant in social and political matters. The Harijan Sevak Sangh, founded by Gandhi, focused on uplifting and empowering Dalit women. Gandhi recognized the intersecting forms of oppression faced by Dalit women and believed that their empowerment was central to the larger struggle for social justice and equality. Gandhi's vision for gender equality was also reflected in his efforts to challenge harmful social practices. He spoke out against child marriage, dowry, and the objectification of women. His belief in the dignity of all individuals extended to women, and he worked tirelessly to challenge regressive attitudes and create a more inclusive society. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness Gandhi's unwavering commitment to women's empowerment and gender equality, a commitment that went beyond rhetoric to inspire tangible change. We will explore how his advocacy for education, his inclusion of women in the struggle for independence, and his efforts to challenge societal norms laid the groundwork for a more equitable and just India. And we uncover the chapter of women's empowerment and gender equality, a chapter that reflects Gandhi's profound understanding of the essential role of women in building a nation, his belief in their inherent strength, and his determination to create a society where all individuals could thrive, regardless of their gender. Chapter 14. Final Fast and Road to Independence. Mahatma Gandhi's unwavering commitment to nonviolence and truth culminated in a series of momentous events that paved the way for India's long-awaited independence. In this chapter, we explore Gandhi's final fast, his pivotal role in the negotiations for freedom, and the triumphant realization of India's aspirations. Gandhi's final fast, also known as the Fast unto Death, stands as a poignant testament to his steadfast dedication to nonviolence and his willingness to make the ultimate sacrifice for his beliefs. In 1948, Gandhi embarked on a fast to protest against the violence that had erupted in the newly independent India. His fast served as a call to the nation to embrace unity, harmony, and the principles of nonviolence. The fast had a profound impact, compelling leaders and the public alike to reevaluate their actions and strive for a more peaceful and inclusive society. It underscored Gandhi's enduring commitment to nonviolence as the bedrock of social and political change, and it served as a clarion call for a nation grappling with the challenges of post-independence governance. Gandhi's role in the negotiations for India's independence cannot be overstated. His presence and moral authority were instrumental in bridging divides and facilitating dialogue between different factions. His ability to transcend political differences and appeal to the shared humanity of all involved parties contributed to the successful negotiation of terms for India's independence. The culmination of years of struggle and sacrifice was realized on August 15, 1947. When India finally gained independence from British colonial rule. The path to this historic moment was marked by a series of negotiations, compromises, and the tireless efforts of leaders and activists. Gandhi's leadership, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to nonviolence were central to this journey. The achievement of independence, however, was not without its challenges. The partition of India led to widespread violence and displacement, underscoring the need for communal harmony and unity. Gandhi continued to emphasize the importance of nonviolence and mutual understanding, even as the nation grappled with the complexities of nation building. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness the culmination of Gandhi's life's work, the final fast that underscored his commitment to nonviolence and his pivotal role in securing India's independence. We will explore how his principles of truth and nonviolence served as guiding lights during this critical period, and continue to inspire movements for justice and freedom worldwide. As we uncover the chapter of Gandhi's final fast and the road to India's independence, a chapter that reflects his unwavering dedication to his ideals, his role as a moral compass during a time of transition, and the triumphant realization of a nation's dreams. Chapter 15. Legacy of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi's legacy extends far beyond the confines of his lifetime. It is a profound and enduring influence that continues to shape the world to this day. In this chapter, we delve into the multifaceted dimensions of Gandhi's legacy, his impact on India, his global resonance, and the timeless relevance of his principles. Gandhi's legacy in India is immeasurable. His unwavering commitment to nonviolence, truth, and social justice set the foundation for a nation's identity. He not only led India to independence, but also ignited a spirit of self-belief and empowerment that reverberates through every corner of the nation. His emphasis on self-sufficiency, village industries, and communal harmony continues to inspire movements for social and economic progress. The concept of satyagraha, or the pursuit of truth through nonviolent resistance, became a powerful tool for social and political change around the world. Gandhi's principles of nonviolence, civil disobedience, and moral courage have inspired movements for justice and freedom in various countries, including the civil rights movement in the United States, led by Martin Luther King Jr. Gandhi's legacy is also reflected in his advocacy for basic human rights, including women's empowerment and the upliftment of the marginalized. His belief in the inherent dignity of every individual transcends time and remains a guiding principle for those who strive for equality and social justice. The principles of truth and nonviolence continue to find resonance in today's world, where conflicts and challenges persist. Gandhi's philosophy offers a path towards resolving conflicts through dialogue, empathy, and the pursuit of common ground. His emphasis on individual responsibility and the power of personal transformation serves as a beacon of hope in an often turbulent world. Gandhi's legacy is also manifested in his enduring influence on leaders, activists, and thinkers across generations. His life and teachings have inspired countless individuals to stand up for what is right, to challenge injustice, and to work towards a more equitable and compassionate world. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness the far-reaching and timeless impact of Mahatma Gandhi's legacy, a legacy that spans continents, transcends barriers, and continues to inspire positive change. We will explore how his principles of nonviolence, truth, and social justice are as relevant today as they were during his lifetime, serving as a guiding light for those who seek a better future. We uncover the chapter of Gandhi's legacy, a chapter that celebrates his enduring influence, his profound contributions to humanity, and his indomitable spirit that continues to inspire people to strive for a world built on the foundations of peace, justice, and compassion. Chapter 16. Gandhi's Impact on Global Movements. Mahatma Gandhi's influence transcended national boundaries and had a profound impact on various global movements for justice, equality, and human rights. In this chapter, we explore how Gandhi's principles of nonviolence, truth, and civil disobedience reverberated across the world, shaping the course of history and inspiring transformative movements. Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence, or ahimsa, became a beacon of hope for individuals and communities struggling against oppression. His belief in the power of peaceful resistance to effect change resonated with leaders and activists in different parts of the world, who saw in Gandhi's approach a viable alternative to violence and conflict. In the United States, Martin Luther King Jr. was deeply influenced by Gandhi's teachings. King's leadership in the civil rights movement, marked by nonviolent protests and a commitment to justice, was informed by the principles he gleaned from Gandhi's life and actions. The iconic Montgomery bus boycott and the March on Washington were inspired by the successes of Gandhi's campaigns. In South Africa, where Gandhi first developed his methods of nonviolent resistance, his influence was felt in the anti-apartheid struggle. Nelson Mandela and other anti-apartheid activists drew inspiration from Gandhi's approach, adapting his methods to challenge racial segregation and discrimination. Gandhi's impact extended to movements for independence and self-determination in various parts of Asia and Africa. Leaders like Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana and Jomo Kenyatta in Kenya looked to Gandhi's example as they fought against colonial rule and sought to establish sovereign nations. The principles of nonviolence and civil disobedience also found resonance in movements for environmental justice and peace. Gandhi's emphasis on sustainable living, his call for responsible stewardship of the earth, and his belief in the interconnectedness of all life continue to inspire those working to address pressing global challenges. Gandhi's impact on global movements is a testament to the universal appeal of his philosophy. His ability to channel dissent into constructive action, to resist oppression without resorting to violence, and to cultivate empathy and understanding in the face of conflict has left an indelible mark on the world's struggle for justice and equality. As we navigate through this chapter, we will witness the far-reaching influence of Gandhi's principles on global movements. We will explore how his legacy continues to inspire leaders, activists, and ordinary individuals to confront injustice, promote human rights, and work towards a more just and equitable world. As we uncover the chapter of Gandhi's impact on global movements, a chapter that reflects the power of one individual's ideas to transcend borders, shape histories, and inspire generations to come. Chapter 17. Lessons for Today's World. Mahatma Gandhi's teachings and principles remain remarkably relevant in today's complex and interconnected world. In this chapter, we explore the enduring lessons that Gandhi's life offers, a source of guidance, inspiration, and wisdom for addressing contemporary challenges and striving for a better future. Lesson 1: The Power of Nonviolence. Gandhi's unwavering commitment to nonviolence as a means of achieving social and political change holds profound relevance today. In a world marked by conflicts and divisions, his philosophy reminds us that lasting transformation can be achieved through peaceful means, fostering understanding and bridging divides. Lesson 2: Courage in the Face of Adversity. Gandhi's courage to stand up against injustice, even in the face of immense opposition, serves as a powerful example for individuals and movements seeking to challenge oppression and inequality. His ability to remain steadfast in his principles, despite personal risks, encourages us to be fearless in our pursuit of justice. Lesson 3: Empowerment through Education. Gandhi's emphasis on education as a means of empowerment underscores the importance of knowledge and awareness in effecting positive change. In an era of rapid information dissemination, his call for informed and engaged citizenship is a reminder of the transformative potential of education. Lesson 4: Economic Sustainability and Self-Reliance. Gandhi's advocacy for self-sufficiency and sustainable living offers insights into addressing contemporary environmental and economic challenges. His promotion of village industries and responsible consumption reminds us of the importance of balancing progress with the well-being of our planet. Lesson 5: Inclusivity and Social Justice. Gandhi's tireless efforts to uplift marginalized communities and promote social equality highlight the imperative of inclusivity in today's diverse societies. His commitment to the welfare of all, regardless of background, resonates as a guiding principle for building harmonious and just communities. Lesson 6: Personal Responsibility and Accountability. Gandhi's emphasis on individual responsibility in creating positive change reminds us that every action matters. His call to lead by example encourages us to take ownership of our role in shaping society and to hold ourselves accountable for our choices. Lesson 7: Dialogue and Understanding. In a world often divided by differing perspectives, Gandhi's commitment to dialogue, empathy, and mutual understanding offers a path towards resolving conflicts and building bridges. His ability to engage in constructive conversations, even with adversaries, exemplifies the transformative potential of open communication. Lesson 8: The Pursuit of Truth. Gandhi's unwavering commitment to truth, even in the face of challenges, demonstrates the importance of integrity and honesty in leadership. His belief in the power of truth as a force for change serves as a reminder of the enduring impact of transparency and authenticity. As we navigate through this chapter, we will draw upon Gandhi's timeless lessons and explore how they can be applied to contemporary issues. We will reflect on how his teachings offer a roadmap for navigating the complexities of our world and inspire us to work collectively towards a more just, compassionate, and sustainable future. Chapter 18. Teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. The teachings of Mahatma Gandhi are a profound reservoir of wisdom that continue to illuminate paths of personal growth, societal transformation, and global harmony. In this chapter, we delve into the core principles that define Gandhi's philosophy, exploring their depth and relevance in our modern lives. 1. Nonviolence, ahimsa. Gandhi's cornerstone principle, nonviolence, goes beyond abstaining from physical harm. It encompasses refraining from thoughts, words, and actions that harm others. In a world grappling with conflicts, his teaching reminds us that the power of compassion and empathy can create lasting change. 2. Truth, satya. Gandhi believed that truth is the foundation of all virtue. Upholding truth requires not only speaking honestly, but also embodying honesty in all aspects of life. In an age of misinformation, his emphasis on unwavering truthfulness is a guiding light for maintaining integrity. 3. Self-discipline, tapasya. Gandhi's teaching of self-discipline extends to cultivating self-control over desires and impulses. This practice fosters inner strength, enabling us to confront challenges with clarity and resilience. 4. Non-possession, aparigraha. Gandhi advocated for a life of simplicity and minimal material attachment. By embracing non-possession, we liberate ourselves from the pursuit of material wealth and prioritize values that truly enrich our lives. 5. Swadeshi, localism. Gandhi's advocacy for supporting local industries and products reflects his belief in self-reliance and community empowerment. Embracing Swadeshi today can contribute to sustainable economies and reduced environmental impact. 6. Service Seva. Gandhi believed in serving others selflessly, considering it a higher calling. His teaching of Seva encourages us to contribute positively to our communities and address social challenges with compassion. 7. Equality, Samanata. Gandhi's vision of equality extends to all individuals, regardless of caste, creed, or gender. His teaching reminds us to challenge discriminatory practices and create inclusive societies. 8. Simplicity, simplicity. Gandhi's own lifestyle exemplified simplicity, a conscious choice to live with less. In a world of excess, his teaching inspires us to find fulfillment in simplicity and to reduce our ecological footprint. 9. Fearlessness, abhaya. Gandhi's teaching of fearlessness encourages us to confront challenges and injustices with courage. By overcoming fear, we can catalyze positive change and stand up for what is right. 10. Forgiveness, Kshama. Gandhi's belief in forgiveness as a transformative force is relevant in today's world marred by conflicts. His teaching reminds us that forgiving others and ourselves can lead to healing and reconciliation. As we journey through this chapter, we will explore how these teachings offer a roadmap for personal growth and societal betterment. Gandhi's principles, while rooted in his time, transcend generations, offering insights and guidance to navigate the complexities of the modern world with grace, compassion, and a commitment to positive change. Chapter 19. Personal and Spiritual Life. Beyond the public figure and leader, Mahatma Gandhi's personal and spiritual life provided the foundation for his transformative journey. In this chapter, we delve into the intimate aspects of Gandhi's life, exploring his spiritual practices, beliefs, and the profound inner journey that shaped his character. Spiritual exploration. Gandhi's spiritual quest was a lifelong pursuit. He drew inspiration from various religious and philosophical traditions, including Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, and Jainism. His exploration of these diverse paths enriched his understanding of spirituality and broadened his perspective on humanity's shared values. Truth as God, Satyagraha. Central to Gandhi's spiritual philosophy was the concept of Satyagraha, the pursuit of truth. He believed that the ultimate reality, God, could be realized through unwavering commitment to truth and nonviolence. This belief guided his actions, serving as a moral compass in his quest for justice. Simple living and high thinking. Gandhi's personal life exemplified his teaching of simple living. His modest lifestyle, minimal possessions, and dedication to self-sufficiency mirrored his belief that material wealth should not detract from one's spiritual growth and purpose. Fasting and self-purification. Gandhi's use of fasting as a means of self-purification and spiritual discipline was rooted in his belief in the power of the soul. Fasting allowed him to focus his mind, overcome desires, and deepen his connection to his spiritual principles. Ashrams and community living. Gandhi established ashrams, or spiritual communities, where individuals lived and worked together in pursuit of shared ideals. These ashrams emphasized self-discipline, communal living, and the practice of Gandhian principles in daily life. Prayer and meditation. Gandhi's commitment to prayer and meditation was integral to his spiritual life. He viewed prayer as a means of seeking guidance, strength, and communion with the divine. Meditation enabled him to attain inner calm and clarity, even in the midst of challenges. Self-reflection and self-transformation. Gandhi's personal and spiritual journey was marked by self-reflection and self-transformation. He constantly assessed his actions, motives, and intentions, seeking to align them with his principles and values. Interfaith harmony. Gandhi's respect for all religions and his belief in the essential unity of faiths reflected his deep spiritual understanding. He saw religious diversity as a source of strength and sought to promote interfaith harmony and cooperation. Legacy of spiritual resilience. Gandhi's spiritual life, characterized by humility, self-awareness, and an unwavering commitment to his principles, serves as a source of inspiration for individuals seeking to cultivate inner strength, ethical integrity, and a sense of purpose. As we navigate through this chapter, we will gain insights into the profound spiritual journey that underpinned Gandhi's public actions. We will explore how his personal and spiritual life not only enriched his character, but also enabled him to be a guiding light for individuals seeking deeper meaning, connection, and spiritual growth in their own lives. As we uncover the chapter of Mahatma Gandhi's personal and spiritual life, a chapter that reveals the transformative power of inner exploration, the pursuit of truth, and the profound impact of spirituality on shaping a life of purpose and service. Chapter 20. Exploring Gandhi's writing and publications. Mahatma Gandhi was not only a prolific activist and leader, but also a profound thinker and writer. In this chapter, we delve into Gandhi's extensive body of writings, exploring his philosophical insights, social commentary, and the timeless wisdom that continues to inspire and enlighten. Autobiography: The Story of My Experiments with Truth. Gandhi's autobiography is a deeply introspective account of his life, beliefs, and transformative experiences. In this remarkable work, he chronicles his spiritual journey, his experiments with truth, and his evolution as a seeker of justice and nonviolence. Harijan. Gandhi's weekly newspaper, Harijan, served as a platform for his social and political ideas. Through this publication, he addressed issues of untouchability, social inequality, and economic justice. His writings in Harijan reflect his commitment to creating a just and equitable society. Young India. Gandhi's another newspaper, Young India, was a vehicle for his vision of Swaraj, self-governance, and nonviolent resistance. He used this platform to communicate his ideas, advocate for political change, and engage with a broader audience. Constructive programs. Gandhi's writings on constructive programs outline his vision for social and economic transformation. These programs encompassed various aspects of village life, from education and health to sanitation and agriculture. His writings in this area reflect his emphasis on self-reliance and community development. Selected works. Gandhi's collected writings, compiled in several volumes, provide a comprehensive overview of his thoughts on a wide range of subjects. These volumes include letters, speeches, articles, and essays that offer insights into his philosophy, strategies, and perspectives on various issues. Religious and philosophical texts. Gandhi's exploration of religious and philosophical texts from various traditions enriched his understanding of spirituality and ethics. His commentaries on texts like the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, and Tolstoy's writings reveal his interpretation of their teachings in the context of his own philosophy. Correspondence. Gandhi's letters to world leaders, activists, and individuals offer a glimpse into his interpersonal relationships and his role as a communicator and advocate for justice. His correspondence showcases his ability to engage in meaningful dialogue and foster connections across borders. Speeches and addresses. Gandhi's speeches and public addresses provide insights into his leadership style, his ability to mobilize and inspire, and his unwavering commitment to nonviolence. His powerful oratory was a tool for galvanizing the masses and articulating his vision for a better world. Legacy of written wisdom. Gandhi's writings form a legacy of wisdom that transcends time and continues to offer guidance to those seeking insight into matters of truth, justice, and human nature. His ability to convey complex ideas in simple language reflects his commitment to making his teachings accessible to all. As we journey through this chapter, we will explore Gandhi's writings as a treasure trove of thought-provoking ideas and philosophical reflections. We will uncover how his written words serve as a source of enlightenment, inviting readers to engage with his profound insights and apply his wisdom to contemporary challenges. Chapter 21. Most important events of his life. Mahatma Gandhi's life was marked by a series of pivotal events that shaped his philosophy, leadership, and the trajectory of India's struggle for independence. In this chapter, we chronicle the most significant milestones in Gandhi's journey, each contributing to his evolution as a transformative leader and a symbol of nonviolent resistance. 1. Birth and early years, 1869 to 1888. Gandhi was born in Porbandar, India, and grew up in a devout Hindu household. His formative years were influenced by his family's religious practices and values. 2. Journey to England, 1888 to 1891. Gandhi traveled to England to study law. This experience exposed him to Western culture and laid the groundwork for his future activism. 3. Struggles in South Africa, 1893 to 1914. Gandhi's experiences with racial discrimination and injustice in South Africa ignited his commitment to nonviolent resistance. His campaigns against discriminatory laws marked his emergence as a social and political activist. 4. Return to India, 1915. Gandhi returned to India and became a prominent figure in the Indian National Congress, advocating for civil rights and self-governance. 5. Champaran and Quetta agitations, 1917–1918. Gandhi's involvement in the agrarian struggles of Champaran and Quetta highlighted his approach of nonviolent protest and civil disobedience. 6. Non-cooperation movement, 1920 to 1922. Gandhi launched the non-cooperation movement, urging Indians to boycott British institutions and products. The movement marked a significant escalation in the struggle for independence. 7. Salt March, 1930. The iconic Salt March saw Gandhi and his followers march to the Arabian Sea to protest British salt taxes. This event became a symbol of defiance and a turning point in the independence movement. 8. Roundtable Conferences, 1930s. Gandhi participated in negotiations with British authorities, advocating for India's self-governance. These conferences showcased his diplomatic skills and commitment to dialogue. 9. Quit India Movement, 1942. Gandhi's call for Quit India marked a decisive moment in the struggle for independence. The movement led to mass protests and arrests, signaling India's unwavering resolve. 10. Partition and Independence, 1947. India gained independence from British rule, but the country was also divided into India and Pakistan. Gandhi worked tirelessly to promote communal harmony amid the challenges of partition. 11. Final Fast and Assassination, 1948. Gandhi's fast to promote communal harmony and his eventual assassination in 1948 underscored his unwavering commitment to his principles and the profound impact of his life. 12. Enduring legacy. Gandhi's legacy continues to inspire movements for justice, freedom, and equality around the world. His teachings and philosophy remain a source of guidance for individuals and societies seeking positive change. As we journey through this chapter, we will explore these pivotal events that shaped Gandhi's life and legacy. Each event serves as a window into his leadership, his commitment to nonviolence, and his enduring impact on the course of history. Chapter 22. His quotations from the Book of Know about Mahatma Gandhi, Freedom Through Nonviolence and Inspired for Global Change, by Saurabh Singh Chauhan. Mahatma Gandhi's words resonate with timeless wisdom, offering profound insights into life, truth, and the human spirit. In this chapter, we explore 21 of Gandhi's most beautiful and impactful quotations, each capturing a facet of his philosophy and serving as a guiding light for individuals seeking inspiration and enlightenment. Number 1. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Number 2. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Number 3. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. Number 4. The future depends on what you do today. Number 5. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Number 6. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Number 7. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Number 8. First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, and then you win. Number 9. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Number 10. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. Number 11. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Number 12. A no, uttered from the deepest conviction, is better than a yes, merely uttered to please or worse, to avoid trouble. Number 13. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Number 14. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Number 15. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. Number 16. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Number 17. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. Number 18. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Number 19. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. Number 20. Nonviolence is not a garment to be put on and off at will. Its seat is in the heart, and it must be an inseparable part of our being. Number 21. My life is my message. As we journey through this chapter, we will explore the beauty and depth of these quotations, each offering a glimpse into Gandhi's profound understanding of human nature, justice, and the power of the individual to create positive change. These quotes encapsulate the essence of his teachings and continue to inspire individuals to lead lives of purpose, compassion, and truth. Chapter 23. Summary of all chapters. In this concluding chapter, we bring together the rich tapestry of Mahatma Gandhi's life, philosophy, and impact by summarizing the key insights from each chapter. From his early years and education to his role in India's independence movement, his teachings, and his enduring legacy, we weave a comprehensive narrative that captures the essence of Gandhi's remarkable journey. Introduction. We introduce the life and legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, a visionary leader who guided India to freedom through non-violence and inspired global change. Chapter 1. Early Life and Education. We explored Gandhi's upbringing, his formative years, and the influences that shaped his character and values. Chapter 2. The Journey to Becoming Mahatma. We traced Gandhi's transformation from a young lawyer to a leader, guided by the principles of truth, nonviolence, and social justice. Chapter 3. Satyagraha, the Philosophy of Nonviolence. We delved into Gandhi's philosophy of Satyagraha, the concept of truth force, and its role in his campaigns for justice. Chapter 4. The Salt March and Civil Disobedience. We recounted the iconic Salt March and Gandhi's advocacy of civil disobedience as a means of challenging oppressive British policies. Chapter 5. Struggle for Social Equality. We examined Gandhi's commitment to eradicating social inequalities, including his efforts to combat untouchability and uplift marginalized communities. Chapter 6. Gandhi's influence on Indian society. We explored how Gandhi's ideas permeated Indian society, fostering grassroots movements and promoting self-sufficiency. Chapter 7. Leading India's independence movement. We highlighted Gandhi's pivotal role in leading India's struggle for independence and his ability to rally masses through non-violent resistance. Chapter 8. Negotiations with British authorities. We discussed Gandhi's involvement in negotiations with British authorities, showcasing his diplomatic skills and commitment to dialogue. Chapter 9. Imprisonment and Sacrifices. We recounted Gandhi's numerous imprisonments and the personal sacrifices he made for the sake of his principles. Chapter 10. Partition and Communal Harmony. We explored Gandhi's efforts to promote communal harmony amidst the challenges of partition and the creation of India and Pakistan. Chapter 11. Advocacy for Self-Sufficiency and Village Industries. We examined Gandhi's vision of self-sufficiency and his promotion of village industries as a means of economic empowerment. Chapter 12. Role in World War II and Quit India Movement. We discussed Gandhi's stance during World War II and his pivotal role in the Quit India movement, which marked a turning point in the struggle for independence. Chapter 13. Women's Empowerment and Gender Equality. We explored Gandhi's advocacy for women's rights and his belief in gender equality as essential for societal progress. Chapter 14. Final Fast and Road to Independence. We delved into Gandhi's final fast for communal harmony and India's triumphant journey to independence. Chapter 15. Legacy of Mahatma Gandhi. We highlighted Gandhi's enduring impact on India and the world, showcasing his teachings' ongoing relevance. Chapter 16. Gandhi's impact on global movements. We discussed how Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence influenced global movements for justice, equality, and human rights. Chapter 17. Lessons for Today's World. We explored the lessons Gandhi's life offers for addressing contemporary challenges, fostering compassion, and striving for positive change. Chapter 18. Teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. We delved into Gandhi's core teachings, including nonviolence, truth, simplicity, and self-discipline. Chapter 19. Personal and Spiritual Life. We examined Gandhi's spiritual journey, his practices, and his beliefs that shaped his character and leadership. Chapter 20. Exploring Gandhi's writing and publications. We explored Gandhi's writings, including his autobiography, newspapers, and philosophical texts, and their enduring significance. Chapter 21. All Most Important Events of His Life. We chronicled the pivotal events in Gandhi's life, from his early years to his role in India's independence and his legacy. Chapter 22, His Beautiful 21 Quotations. We highlighted 21 of Gandhi's most impactful quotations, capturing his wisdom and offering inspiration for personal and societal transformation. As we conclude this journey, we invite you to reflect on the life and teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, a visionary leader who continues to guide humanity toward a path of truth, nonviolence, and social justice. His legacy stands as a testament to the transformative power of individual action and the enduring impact of a life dedicated to noble ideals.